If you're new here, my name is Mako. Thank you so much for finding this little corner of the internet. I was born and raised in Japan. I got a corporate job in Tokyo, had a complete burnout, quit, and now I've been documenting my life right here on this channel. Okay, enough about me. Let's talk about the first habit. One of the habits that have been helping me with bloating and overeating is hara hachibunme. Hara means stomach and hachibunme means up to 80%. So hara hachibunme means you only eat until you are 80% full. In Japan, there are so many amazing events and amazing seasonal food and drinks available in spring that many people tend to overeat and overdrink during the springtime, which can make you feel a little bit bloated and maybe a little bit out of shape even. If you feel like you are constantly overeating or if you feel bloated, which I did back in spring, this is a super easy trick and habit that you can incorporate in your daily life starting today. The next healthy habit I want to talk about is to drink Koso. And thank you, Koso, for sponsoring this portion of the video. So what is Koso, right? Koso is a popular Japanese super drink. It is a traditional enzyme drink that is rich in probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotics. I learned about Koso drink back in high school. Growing up, I was a competitive athlete in Japan, so I always needed to worry about my health, nutrition. I always needed to manage my weight and just stay healthy in general. I learned about Koso drink because a lot of people were using it to replace meals, to do cleansing, or simply just to use it as like a nutrition booster in your daily life. What makes ours Koso special is that they ferment 100 kinds of vegetables and fruits. It is hard to find Koso brand that has that many kinds of vegetables and fruits in one bottle, and it takes an entire year for them to create one bottle. So I guess we can say it's kind of like a extreme healthy version of wine. And of course, our Koso is made in Japan, and it's amazing because it's available in the US and worldwide as well. Personally, I've been drinking our Koso for a while now, and I noticed a big difference in bloating. I have been struggling with bloating for years now, and this spring it just got really bad and I was struggling a lot. I started drinking Ars Koso and it has been really helpful with digestion and bloating, and also I noticed a difference in my skin as well. Someone the other day commented how my skin is glowy, and if you did, thank you so much. But I do think drinking Koso drink every day has been helping my skin as well. I don't feel ready to share it on the internet yet, but mentally and physically I've been going through a lot, and even then my skin looks pretty good. So yeah, it's been tough, but at least my skin looks good, you know? My favorite ways to drink Koso is to mix it with sparkling water. Starting my day with Koso drink followed up with coffee instead of breakfast has kind of become my new morning routine, and I've been loving it. Also, I like to drink Ars Koso whenever I feel hungry in between meals. I think it's so much healthier than, you know, eating potato chips or eating some junk food, and I generally find it very tasty, so I tend to crave it, and that's another reason why I really like this brand. Of course, it is not a sugary drink like ginger ale or Coke. It has more of a natural taste to it, but I got used to it really quickly and I personally love the taste of it. I tend to reach it instead of snacks now. If you want to give it a try, you can use my coupon code MAKO15 to get 15% off of your first purchase. And if you want to save more money, you can use the same coupon code MAKO15 to sign up for your subscription, and you can save up to 30%. Thank you again, Ars Koso, for sponsoring this video. If you walk around food streets in Japan during summer, you're gonna see a lot of vendors selling cucumbers on stick. I think Japanese people cannot survive summer without cucumbers. Cucumbers are low in calories, but they are high in many important vitamins and minerals. On top of that, cucumbers are 96% water, so it is a great natural source of hydration as well. Japanese summer is brutal. It is so hot and it's so humid, and we all need as much hydration source as possible. Next up, I want to talk about Ichiju Sansai. Ichiju Sansai is a traditional Japanese dining format that usually consists of one bowl of rice, 1 bowl of soup, and 3 side dishes. From the 3, one usually focuses on protein like meat or seafood, and other 2 side dishes usually focus on vegetables and seaweed. As Japanese kid, we all learn this in school, and we have cooking classes in public school as well. So we all learn how to cook and how to intake enough nutrition from each meal. Of course, you probably don't have time to follow this rule every single day or every single meal, but I think following this rule makes it easier for you to come out with well-balanced meals. The next Japanese healthy habit I want to talk about is to drink matcha daily. At this point, I think everybody knows that matcha has a lot of health benefits, but I know that a lot of people don't like the taste of it, which I don't understand. I think if you make it correctly, it tastes absolutely amazing. But if you still don't like the taste of it, there's something that you can do. A lot of people don't know, but you can actually put matcha powder in smoothie. It goes really, really well with, banana and all the berries. I did it often last summer and I absolutely loved it. So if you don't like the taste of it, try to put it in the smoothie and maybe drink the smoothie instead of breakfast in the morning. When you say summer ready, I think a lot of people heavily focus on the looks. Maybe you're trying to get the dream body that you always wanted to. Maybe you want to get the 6-pack. But I think it's so important to feel the happiness from within as well. One thing that really helps me to feel great and focused is to do meditation. Last year, I had an opportunity to do a meditation with a Japanese monk, and that was an amazing experience. Of course, you can't do that every single day, and to be honest, my attention span is not that long and I cannot do a really, really long meditation. So I usually do 5 minutes morning meditation. I really like the guided ones. Those guidance really helps me to refocus and to bring myself back to the present moment. I also love journaling. I've been journaling every single day. These days, I don't really follow prompts. I write about whatever is on my mind. I made it a habit to journal every morning for maybe around 5 minutes. And throughout the day, whenever I feel like I need to dump my mind, I can just go back to the journal and write down my feelings and emotions a little bit more. I remember my grandma used to journal every single day. I wonder if I got that from her. Now she has dementia, so I don't think she's journaling anymore, and she probably can't remember what she did during the day. So maybe I got that habit from her. Another thing I've been doing to feel great for summer is to put a conscious effort to allow myself of who I am. Growing up, I always struggled with self-love because I grew up doing figure skating. Looking good was considered very, very important, and I just didn't look like the typical skinny Barbie doll that you're supposed to look like, and I was always very self-conscious about how I look. And I had this phase in my life where I had hard time going outside without putting any makeup on, which is hard to believe now. These days, I have been consciously putting on less makeup whenever I feel like it. And it's so funny because some of the favorite pictures of mine is the ones with zero makeup. But yeah, I've been learning to accept myself of who I am and love myself for who I am. I strongly believe one of the reasons why a lot of Japanese women look young and stay young even when they're older is because they take sunscreen and sun protection very seriously from early age. And although I'm quite tanned as a Japanese person, I still wear sunscreen every single day even when I don't go outside. I do think Japan has some of the best sunscreens in the world. So I want to talk about my favorite Japanese sunscreens so that you can get a handle on them when you visit Japan next time, or maybe you can buy them online as well. So these are my 3 go-to Japanese sunscreens. I wear them in the morning, and it is recommended for you to apply every 2 hours, even though I often forget to do so. The one I use the most in daily basis is this one right here. It is Bira UV Aqua Rich. It's so easy to apply and red. I tend to wear this pretty much every day, but in my opinion, it doesn't have the highest sun protection. If I know that I'm getting a lot of sun exposure, I use a different sunscreen that I'm gonna talk about later. My second favorite is this one. It's called Kiss Me Mommy. I don't know if it's the official product name, but that's what it says on the packaging. It doesn't have any alcohol or fragrance. It's very, very gentle to your skin, and it is also waterproof. I like to use this one as kind of like a makeup primer. It's really moisturizing, so it really keeps my skin dewy, and I have a really sensitive skin, so sometimes my skin does get irritated, and even then I can use this one because it's really gentle. And last but not least, I have this really cute Pikachu sunscreen. This is Anessa Perfect UV sunscreen. This one definitely has more sun protection than this one. At least that's how I feel like. So whenever I go to the beach or whenever I go surfing, I apply this one to my skin first, and then if I'm surfing, I actually apply extra layer of sunscreen. When I was born, I was really pale actually, and this is like the most tan I've ever been in my life. So it's very easy for me to get sunspots. This cute Pikachu one I think is perfect for souvenirs if you're visiting Japan. I think they have different Pokemon as well. So yeah, out of those three, this one has the highest sun protection, and it looks really cute. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Don't forget to check out our Koso. First time they reached out to me, it just didn't work out, but they still sent me their Koso, and I started to drink it, and I was like, wait, I really like this. So I reached out to them saying, hey, like if you're still interested, I really want to, feature your product in my video because I genuinely like it, and I can honestly recommend this to you guys and to my friends as well. But yeah, if you want to give it a try, make sure to use my coupon code. Then I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye!